Good day, folks. Welcome. Welcome to Just Omer. My name is Omer Ahern Jr., and this is my periodic report to the people of Grafton County and beyond, if you folks want to listen beyond this area of Grafton County, New Hampshire. I am the District 3 Grafton County Commissioner. I am elected from the towns in the south, eastern, and southern part of Grafton County. Go up as far north as Campton and Warren and over to Canaan and Dorchester and then down to Bristol and Ashland and Alexandria and of course the towns of Hebron, Plymouth, and Holderness and all the towns in between. I serve with two other county commissioners. The chairman of the Board of Commissioners is Commissioner Wendy Piper from the town of Enfield. She represents, she's elected from District Number 1, which includes the towns of Enfield and Hanover and the city of Lebanon. And then we also serve with the Commissioner Linda Lauer from District 2, or that's where she's elected from. And that's all the towns in northern and western Grafton County. But together, the three of us serve for all the people of Grafton County. And I serve as the clerk of the Grafton County Board of Commissioners. And with that position, I get to look at and sign off on every invoice that the county pays. For every department, for every elected office, official in the Grafton County government. So, I really appreciate this opportunity to talk with you folks about Grafton County government and what the commissioners do. And I also appreciate the patience that the PEMI Baker TV folks have with allowing me to have these presentations. So the Grafton County Commissioners, by law, are responsible for the operations and management of a county nursing home. This 135-bed facility where we look after those folks in their elder years and folks that need some rehabilitation. We're funded mostly at the nursing home by Medicare, federal Medicare money, and federal Medicaid money, as well as some VA money. But we also have rooms and beds for private pay people. And of course, from my point of view, as a taxpayer, is with all the federal funding that Grafton County receives, that there's a lot of strings that are attached to those funds. And sometimes those strings are attached to other things that are not, in my opinion, are not very pleasant and not necessarily in the best interest of the people of Grafton County, but definitely are in the best interest of the federal government. So sometimes I get very concerned with what those strings require us to do at the Grafton County facility. And some of those things I may be getting to in my presentation today. So the Grafton County Commissioners meet roughly every Tuesday in the morning, although our next meeting will be in the afternoon because we have some public hearings that are required by federal rules to be in the afternoon. But yesterday, the 18th of January, we met in our regular meeting day up at the Grafton County Complex in North Haverhill. Of course, we always start out with the Pledge of Allegiance. And the first item on the agenda was to hear from the High Sheriff of Grafton County, Jeff Stiegler, and he gave us his December 2021 report showing the number of arrests that his department was involved in, the number of involuntary emergency admissions, that his department was involved in. Prisoner transports, 29. CSO movements from the jail to the court, 13 of those. They had civil service, that is the sheriff's department serves writs of summons and landlord-tenant writs and other things. So they had a total service of abode services. That's where they actually go to the home and give the legal documents to the person there. 86 abode services, 57 in-hand services, and they did a recording at the Registry of Deeds. They do, the Sheriff's Department also does have some authority with regard to criminal investigations and criminal arrests. If some of these incidents, violations of the criminal law in New Hampshire are committed in their presence. So, and also motor vehicle stops. So they made 6 motor vehicle stops in the month of December. So they had a total, so right now they have a total of active warrants that they're trying to serve, 401 criminal, 26 civil, for a total of 427 active warrants that they need to take care of. Over the course of the month of December, the combined deputy sheriffs and the sheriff drove a total of 21,987 miles. So we got a full report from the high sheriff. He will be giving us a full end of the year report when we meet with him in February for his regular meeting. He did advise us that one of the new Sheriff's Department new vehicles is in. It's in the process of being outfitted with the cameras and all of the bells and whistles that are mandated by the federal government and the state government in law enforcement vehicles. The next item on the agenda for the commissioners was the very, very detailed report from Mr. Jim Oakes, the Maintenance Department Superintendent. And I think I've shown you this report in the past. It's a very detailed report where he talks about all the things that his department has to do with the complex. Every building, every nook and cranny at some point or another requires some type of maintenance. So right now we're still trying to complete our building automation system report, the BAS project, which is now about 90% completed. But it's something that we've been working on all of last year, 2021. But because of supply chain issues, because of the lockdowns and so on, there have been that's been a very slow process. But he gave us an update again on the building automation system project. We had a problem with the biomass piping. There was a rupture in the manhole beside the barn, and so that took some effort to get that back into operation, because the biomass plant, which is heated with, or the fuel for that is wood chips coming from local land here in New Hampshire, northern New Hampshire, western New Hampshire. And so when the biomass plant is down, we've got to go to our backup heating systems this time of year, which is oil, and that's a very expensive thing for us to have to implement. But we now have the issues solved with the biomass piping. But in the meantime, we spent quite a bit of money in using the backup fuel, which is oil or natural gas. Again, he talked about the supply chain issues and getting fuel management issues, the parts we need to properly operate our fuel management systems, especially this time of year in all of this cold weather. He reported on the underground storage tanks and the above ground storage tanks, and getting those cleaned out. We use Lakes Region Environmental, which is an outfit that the county sends out requests for bids, and we approve, because the work has to be done. We can't do it all in-house. We approve the lowest responsible bid, but we are putting things out to bid so that we can get the best price for you, the taxpayers. We did replace a fuel drop tube at the courthouse heating fuel tanks. Then he went on to talk about the water system. We have had an audit done by the New Hampshire Department of Environmental Services. They conducted a 3-year site survey of our water tanks. And I don't know if I've mentioned this before, but one of the things that the Grafton County Commissioners are seriously looking at is, because we have so much wonderful land, farmland, forest land, open land, that we're looking into the possibility of drilling some wells, water wells, for domestic water use, so that we no longer have to buy water from Woodsville Water and Light, which is a very expensive proposition. And we're looking at doing some other things so that we can have our own sewage system there at our Grafton County complex, and doing some other things in order to reduce our reliance upon Woodsville Water and Light. So Mr. Oakes gives us, a rundown every month, any issues with the sprinkler systems, which is fire suppression, and Hampshire Fire Company did a quarterly inspection on our sprinkler systems. We have a laundry there, and there are issues with the ozone systems that have to be looked at. Daniel's Equipment Company comes in and does a quarterly preventative maintenance on the laundry ozone systems. We're still talking about the courthouse. We have that architectural and engineering assessment report, and that's where the county courthouse is located. The district court for the North Haverhill, Woodsville area is in that big courthouse. It's been in place since about, I guess, 1970 is when when the present courthouse was built and put into effect, where all the county attorney's offices are, in addition to other offices in the administration building where the county attorney has office space. Probation and parole is in this county courthouse, and of course that's where the trials and things are held for the Superior Court. And the Sheriff's Department and the Dispatch Center are also housed in the courthouse. So we're looking into a situation where there's a lot of repairs that need to take place in the existing courthouse, and we did get as I said, an architectural and engineering assessment report. Essentially, it said this report estimated the cost to just rehabilitate and repair the existing courthouse to be somewhere around $36 million, to build a new court facility with a little bit more room. It would cost, to build new, about $34 million, give or take. So $2 million more to rehabilitate and repair, or $34 million to have a brand new, up-to-date facility, court facility, housing all the things that we presently house. He gave us an update on the nursing home situation, lighting, awnings, the laundry, the dietary department, heating, ventilation, and air conditioning systems, plumbing. Then he talked about what's going on at the administration building, the generator, issues. We have to have generators there, so if the power goes out, we got to be able to have the power go right back on, because we provide 24-hour, 7-day a week, 365-day a year care for our residents in the nursing home, and care and housing for the inmates in the House of Correction. We've got to keep the power going 24 hours a day. We talked about the Department of Corrections building and the issues that go on there. Again, heating, ventilation, and air conditioning. Every once in a while, we have a resident in the Department of Corrections, also known as an inmate, does some damage there, and we have to send our people from the maintenance department. We have plumbers, we have electricians, we have carpenters, and they have to go in and make these repairs. And depending upon the value of the cost of the damage, sometimes we can bring criminal charges against them for that breakage and damage. So again, this is quite a report. This report in full is attached to the Commissioner's minutes that are available on the Grafton County website. The next item on the agenda was Craig Labor, the Grafton County Nursing Home Administrator. And the big issue that Mr. Labor had to bring to our attention, and of course you saw it in the news, and I certainly am aware of it, is the decision of the United States Supreme Court a week or so ago with regard to vaccine mandates. And the United States Supreme Court came down with two separate decisions, one with regard to the OSHA vaccine mandate for businesses in the country with 100 or more employees, and the U.S. Supreme Court found that that vaccine mandate issued by OSHA, Occupational Safety and Health Administration, was not constitutional and therefore was not enforceable. The second case, though, involved the vaccine mandate issued by the Centers for Medicaid and Medicare Services, and the Supreme Court, in a split decision, came down and said that because this involved nursing care, that this CMS vaccine mandate was enforceable. Therefore, our Grafton County nursing home was subject to that vaccine mandate, and the county commissioners, in a vote of 2-1, approved the reinstatement of the federally mandated vaccine mandate for anyone who wants to do work or wants to work in the Grafton County nursing home must be vaccinated. And that includes any people from the maintenance department and the dietary department. If they're going to have anything to have any involvement with any of our residents in the nursing home, they must be vaccinated according to this CMS mandate. There are some commissioner issues that, of course, we sign off on all the check registers, approve the minutes of the last meeting, and there were some software issues that we need to look into, and there'll be more on that going forward. So our meeting started at 9 o'clock, and at 11:16 a.m. The meeting adjourned. It was kind of a short meeting, all things considered. One of the things that we also discuss at our meetings are the employment situation. What's the staffing situation? And as I think I say here every week, we have a great need for registered nurses, licensed nursing assistants, licensed professional nurses, and we need people in the dietary department and one of the things, I just want to let you folks know that Grafton County pays, competitive wages, but our benefits are outstanding. Family health insurance plans, retirement plans. If you're involved in any nursing at all, and in fact, I've got a posting for a housekeeper at the Grafton County facility. This is internal posting, but after the 26th of January, this position will be open to the public, and it's for a housekeeper. The job summary is performs cleaning duties using specialized equipment and chemicals in order to maintain a clean, safe, and aseptic environment for residents, staff, and the public. Qualifications are high school diploma and up to 1 year of related experience or equivalent combination of education and experience. That individual must be able to read, write, and communicate routine information, requires ability to perform manipulative skills such as sweeping, washing, mopping, and buffing, and involves continuous walking, standing, stopping, bending, pushing, pulling, and twisting. You must be able to lift and carry up to 50 pounds. This job does involve exposure to possible infections and communicable diseases and other biological hazards requiring exercise of appropriate, safe, and standard precautions, which you will be trained in those. So one of the things I've never been able to do when I talk to you about the job openings at Grafton County, other than to tell you to go to the Grafton County website, I actually have a phone number for the Grafton County Human Resources Department up there in North Haverhill. So the telephone number for you to call up and find out exactly what employment opportunities there are right now at Grafton County Nursing Home and the House of Correction is you call 603-787-2034. Again, the telephone number for the Human Resources Department is 603-787-2034. And again, their email is hr@co.grafton, grafton.nh.us. And all of this information is also on the Grafton County, New Hampshire website. So if you go and Google or DuckDuckGo Grafton County government or Grafton County, New Hampshire, you'll get to the Grafton County website. So that is about all I've got for today. Again, I know sometimes these presentations are a little lengthy, but again, I'm trying to get information out to the people of Grafton County. When I was county commissioner before and there was no pandemic, there was no lockdown, I tried, I did the Just Omer programs, but I also tried to get out to the selectmen's offices in the 16 towns that I am elected from. But with things the way they are now, I'm hoping that this program, Just Omer, can get out to the people. And again, I want to thank the folks at PBTV. I really appreciate working with Commissioner Wendy Piper and Commissioner Linda Lauer. And I thank you for your time, for listening. And I'd like to end with God bless the great Republic of the United States of America, and God bless the Granite State of New Hampshire. Thank you, and take care.